pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, McFarland, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. No. Anyway. Shit. Watch the shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from bowling, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First down, Cincinnati.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now back to throw. Escaping the press. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run. Ingram. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all on it. 55, Mike, guys, 55.
Crunch time, defense.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on. You better.
From the 31, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check. Crunch. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
2nd and 6. Open man is Ross, complete. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson to throw. Snead's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got Snead. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, here's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. From the 44, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins got home that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Joe Mixon. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They'll run on first down. McFarland trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
55. Right there, 55.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They go play action with Jackson. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Open space inside the 10. Got a man, it's Brown. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. McFarland. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. You cannot write these guys off just yet. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Again, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
On first down, McFarland. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. McFarland. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Sponge, no. Jim.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jackson, and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.